and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of White Album 2, and we are back with actually visual novel. So, we finished the audio novel, basically, the story of Kazusa, that also the digital novels too, the story of Kazusa that was before the events of the White Album, and then Setsuna, which led us in basically towards the closing chapter. So we had a time skip in between, like 3 years. So we have 1 year of closing chapter, basically, or at least 1 year in the university, if you think about this. So it's similar to like what we had in the intro. I just fucking practiced that. God damn it! In the IC chapter. Like about 1 year of school, and now we have about 1 year of university. So I wonder if like we're going to actually finish university and we are going to dive into like having normal work or something, or I don't know, a year will like just be in the university. Anyway, let's go. First episode of the closing chapter, and actually can I click the new game and that will give me... I will just continue. Okay. Let's see. I really hope Tomochika is in closing chapter. This guy was awesome. Okay. Although the graceful autumn sunlight still shines brightly through the window, the chilly breeze can no longer be ignored. Do I know this voice? When I opened the door with the plate labeled Ogashima Laboratory, a human-sized caterpillar was lying on the floor before me. Okay. Also, this is interesting that Haruki is actually in the literature club now. I did not expect Haruki to actually go into like literature club. I mean, department. Or like, you know, studies. Also, it resembled anyway. It's actually a fellow third-year colleague who attends the same seminars as I do, snugly and audibly sleeping within a sleeping bag. Also, like, having this, like, calm Haruki perspective, basically, after remembering, like, end of, like, the digital novel of, like, you know, in between what happened, like, Haruki just, like, snapped and, like, hit Tomochika and just, like, said everything about Setsuna, how he actually cares and stuff. That was, like, insane scene. That was... レポートを期限通り提出したりとか、そんな真っ当な努力をする人間じゃない。Yeah, of course it's playing. Oh! いいじゃん。学園祭も終わったことだし。Who are you? Huh. New character. 終わったからこそだ。心機一転、気を引き締めて生活態度を改めろ。Also, yeah, during like the idol who can sing, like Todoko Naikoi is basically a torture for them. Like this thing is playing everywhere there. Yeah, I'm not surprised hearing this in the radio. This is just basically normal for them at this point. School festival over, yeah. And you leave and that's all the change, the loss of yours. Okay. Well, I met it. The Izumi Chiaki. Okay. Chiaki. I know is someone who spontaneously spew transparent lies to smooth things over for herself. Okay. Only to whine when someone sees through them.
春樹ってさ、可愛い女の子にだけはとことん冷たい。
I like her.
だらしない人間に冷たいだけだ。あと、自分を指して可愛いとかいう臆面もないやつとか。
Mm-hmm. If you really wanted to use a line like that against me in the first place, I'd prefer it if you done something about your bad head forehead.
そういえば、今何曜日？
人に物を尋ねるときはちゃんと遂行してからにしろ。11時だよ。
意味を取り違えたつもりはないけど。
Okay.
水曜日だけど。
Even know what time of week is this?
うわあ、30時間以上寝ちゃったんだ。
Good job. You actually missed the last train twice. How can you sleep that much? I'm with her. It's Lisa from the... It's Lisa from... What? I mean, volume looks the same. Is your biological clock out of sync or something?
そうと分かったら急にお腹が空いてきた。ねえ、春樹、お昼ご飯おごってよ。もちろん春樹のおごりで。
She's too happy to be Lisa. I
日
swear.
本語の使い方が激しく間違ってるぞ。特に厚かましい方向に。
No, copyright.
財布の中50円しかないんだ。
No.
苦学生を助けると思ってさ。
50 yen left in my wallet. Okay. I like her. Oh my god. This is awesome face.
助けてほしいと思ったら、少しは字面通り
Is she like-
勉強してみせろ。
She's playing the radio and Haruki is just like disabling it. Oh my god. Oh yeah, they are doing this.
俺だって
This is awesome.
今日だってこの後バイト2つ入れてるくらいだし。
Two part-time jobs. Oh yeah, he had three for a second there with Tomochika because he was helping him to treat his mother at the hospital and get him some tuition funds as well for the next year. And then he smacked his face, which was fucking awesome.
ところでさ、
なんだよ。
私これ聞きたいんだけど。
We don't.
大した曲じゃないだろ。
だからって消すことないじゃん。何？どうしても聞きたくないわけ？
She looks like Ayamina from Mavlov with this face. This is literally the same CG.
そういうわけじゃないけど。
そういえば春樹、付属からの持ち上がりだったね。もしかしてこの歌に何か。
Uh-huh.
学食行くぞ。
I'm still very surprised, even since I've read the digital novels before this. Like, how is this like a secret? Like, what? How is that? How did that not spread? Like, people knows about this and it still did not spread around. Like, people didn't even knew that Setsuna been singing this. How is that even possible? Like, how? Like, it's impossible to contain something like this.
そうこなくちゃ。春樹愛してる。
冗談でも軽々しくそういうこと言うな。
Yeah. And she said like full aishiteru. Winter is just around the corner. The annual university festival held around the latter half of November had also come to an end. And the campus is completely clear of any traces of the festival.
だから
Okay.
何度も言わせてもらうけどな、泉。
New cafeteria. Let's see. Our background's important in this. Probably too as well, right? Okay. Who is this?
あ、春樹めっけ。あのさ、この間のセミナーに呼んだ講師に支払う講演料のことなんだけど。
Uh-huh.
価格交渉して振り込みして受領も確認してもらってある。ほら、通帳返すから。これ領収書な。
悪いな、いつもいつも。お、 予算こんなに余ってる。ラッキー。
なんだっけ。ああ、そうだそうだ。何度も言わせてもらうけどな、泉。
I like her eyes. Actually. I really like her eyes.
何度も何度も聞かされてもらってる。
飲み会で終電逃したからって研究室で寝るなよ。最初に入ってき
でも先輩たちも時々見かけるよ。あの寝袋だって研究室に
In the lab. Wait. Why in the... Wait, what lab? You are not in like science department. You are in the literature department at the end of the novel, right? Did he switch somewhere in between the parts that we haven't seen? Yet again? Maybe? Hmm.
それは4年以上の特権。俺たち
4 year and above.
許されない領域なの。
Okay. Our day-to-day university life's nothing but a thermal dream. Don't you DSE Remy! To some, the mere passing of fall break till others have returned. I mean, the time kinda stops when you look at her eyes.
研
Yes.
究室で用を明かしたければ教授にテーマもらえ。お前ゼミにも全然顔出してないだろ。
Is this new Kazusa? Like, she's sleeping at in the class. You are in charge of me. Okay. So what year are you? Are you also third year or you are like actually Kohai? Although I'm honored that I've gained your trust in only a few months, please don't give up on your teaching students toward hell all the time. All the same.
深夜の研究室に女が一人きりって。もう少
Okay.
し危機意識というか。
わかったわかったわかりましたおまわりさん。
Wow.
だから気をつけますって。
I like her already. Also, this face really looks like Ayamine from Mavlov. This is literally the same CG and the same pose. This is literally the same.
大学祭が終わって気が抜けたってのはわかるけど、楽しい時こそ自らを律することを忘れずにだな。
わかったわかったわかりました神様。来世から気をつけますって。
Nice.
そう思うならもっと崇拝しろよ。
Oh, wait! I don't remember now. You can remind me in the comments. Was Izumi the one that, like, held Haruki arm while leaving the building, which Setsuna saw, and she got jealous? Was that Izumi? I forgot if we had her name or not. Is it possible that it was her? Huh. Now I think about this, maybe. And since now thought like they're dating. Huh. Izumi-check is stuffing herself with a fried mackerel right in front of me without a care in the world. Mackerels are back. Been a while since Umineko. She's not the type to dress stylishly or work on her messy hair, but given how she isn't even putting on makeup, she's got a pretty attractive face. Okay, I love her. This is fucking awesome. I'm admittedly rather thankful for her existence as merely a simple seminar colleague, a woman that doesn't really feel like the one.
けど今日は北原くん教授に頼まれてた来年のゼミ合宿の。
とりあえず新潟で探してます。 テニスコートが近くにあるホテル3つほどピックアップして交渉中です。
Okay.
もうそこまで進んでるんだ。あ、それで下見。
それは陰性の人たちにお任せします。年明けには絞り込みますから。
Inspection.
完璧。あ、ごめんね泉さん、お邪魔し。いや別に。それじゃあ、
Okay.
二人ともまた後でね。
ああ、そうだ。そっちの話の途中だったよな。
今日はこの後どうするのって。ただそれだけだったんだけど。
4コマ目までだから塾のバイト。その後夜中まで出版社のバイト。
Perhaps go for the part-time job, yeah.
相変わらずのワーカホリックだね。あんたに私生活ってあるの？
こちとら正真正銘の苦学生ですから。
For now,
なん
anyway.
かさ、しなくてもいい苦労わざとしてるみたいに見えるんだよ。
Oh, yeah.
そんな
Yeah, you are not wrong.
いいように利用されてさ、絶対に人生損してるって。
So, the living proof of the fact before me newly points out.
若いうちの苦労は買ってでもしろという格言があってだな。
そこまで言うなら私も売ってあげよう。とりあえず220円でいいよ。
The smug on her face.
苦労の売り値じゃなくてかき揚げうどんの買い値だから。
分かったよ。かき揚げはやめる。大負けに負けてコロッケうどん200円でいいや。
Oh, I thought I have something on my screen, but that's just shading. Okay. I wasn't expecting you to put it on practice so soon. Okay. That's area that we know? Yeah, that's area that we know. Okay, new classroom.
はい。それじゃあ今日のところはここまで。来週は模試だから。
Alright.
頑張ってな。
So we are actually going to see his part-time job. Okay. Cool. I didn't feel like we were going to have like his part-time job's perspective actually. What was the other one? At the cafe, I think, was his other one. Yeah. He's not doing the heavy lifting, like transportation thing, because that was just temporary. Yeah. My first job of the day ended without any trouble, despite the fact that this tiny facility can't compare with other famous prep schools in terms of science, much less in terms of the quality of the teachings. Quality of the teaching staff. Quite a number of students have gathered here aiming to get into university. Well, I guess that's why a part-timer like myself managed to get this teaching job, one that I appreciate greatly. That's why I managed to maintain my role as the modern Japanese and English grammar tutor here for a year and a half due to the lack of qualified people for the job. Really? Lack of qualified people? I finally gotten the hang of teaching as well somewhat. I have grasp of students' attention too. But even that is...
先生。
あ
Okay.
あ、やだか。
Yada. Yada! Somehow, just as I was getting a little more immersed in some sentimental thoughts, a soft voice called out to me in the classroom, which I expected to be empty by now.
今いいですか？
Uh-huh. Yada Mihoko, a third-year student from Hojo High, the Agner cousin of mine, in other words. And starting the next spring.
推薦決まったんだって。おめでとう。
Student-teacher love. Are we going with this? She's going to confess. She'll be retaining that role.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, she actually has a sprite. Wait, she's important?
先生のおかげです。
Huh. That's nice. I like glasses. I'm not really fan of this hair though. Hair is weird, but I like the glasses.
矢田の努力のおかげだろ。
やっぱり先生のおかげです。いつも居残りまでして教えてくれたから。
As a student who's been sitting in the very front during the lectures and often stays after class to diligently ask questions, her name was the first I'd memorize among my students.
矢田の場合、そもそも成績良かったし、努力家だったから心配してなかったけどな。
Is the music too loud? Maybe I will try to fix this next time. I don't want to change anything now because my edit will suffer. With her excellent grades and ideal learning mindset, I have no idea why she ended up coming to the prep school when all she needed is just a recommendation from her homeroom teacher. However,
どうしたんだ？いつものように質問って進路決まったのにそんなはずもないか。
いえ、それです。いつものように質問です。
okay.
そうなの？
At any rate, to think that she's been such a hard worker,
ダメですか？
even for my standards, well, not to sound pretentious, but even I would have taken it easy on studying during the period like this.
ダメなわけないだろ。俺が授業後の質問断ったことあるか？
Perhaps it's better to say it was a period where I couldn't think of anything.
ないです。どんなに遅くなっても。
いや、別にそこまで持ち上げなくてもいいから。じゃあ、とにかく座って。
このままで。
Okay.
やだ？
However, just as I was abruptly caught by these thoughts in my head, I don't know, normally downcast eyes staring intently at me.
今月で。
Oh, he's quitting the teaching. Okay. Interesting.
ああ、そのことか。
Why?
本当なんですね。
Huh. Although I haven't told anyone other than the principal and the other teachers, the truth is I only have 3 classes left to teach here.
もうすぐ4年だし、ゼミやら就職活動や。
Oh, okay. Makes sense. True.
忙しくなりそうだし。
Okay. Sure.
アルバイト全部やめちゃうんですか？
Oh my god, are you like stalking him in every job he has?
いや、ここだけ。これからはなるべく夜働けるバイトに変える。
Okay, so the cafe job is still out. I mean, out there. So he's still working there.
なんですか？
っていうか、学生の本分に戻るだけだって。
I won't allow my priorities to become disoriented, resulting in the cliched case of becoming burnt out at work and being unable to graduate. Whether it's because of common sense for my life or for my own dignity.
来年からは同じ大学になるんだし、今度はキャンパスで会おう。ね。
Okay.
やだ？
次の質問いいですか？
She's so want to confess, I swear.
ああ。
If she couldn't accept, I just said she naturally presses her expression and continues asking me questions.
先生が最初にここで授業をした時のこと覚えてますか？
Okay.
ずいぶん昔の話だな。
What's all this about?
一緒だからって自己紹介して、その後質問を受け付けるって。
Okay.
誰かが彼女いますか？
Q&A with Haruki.
先生、詰まっちゃって。
Yeah. Yeah, I would expect that, yeah. Yeah, he would froze up, yeah. We remember the idol who can sing and what the situation was in the 3 years time skip, right? Go back and read if you don't know.
記憶力がいいのは財産だけど、覚えておくべき情報の取捨選択は必要だと思うんだよ。
先生、しばらく黙りこくった後、
Uh-huh.
いや、だから俺が言いたいのは、
それって今でも。
So that's it.
先生はどんなに遅くなっても 私の質問に一生懸命答えてくれました。
Of course.
時間が必要なら待ってますから、ゆっくり考えてもらっても。
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
と同じだ。
本当ですか？
ああ、何も変わってない。あの頃から全然。
よかっ
Wow.
た。よしよし。
So that's what it is.
それじゃ次の
やだ。
最後まで聞いてください。
Yeah, of course.
私先
I knew it.
生のこと。はい。
やだ。
I didn't raise my voice. My voice was simply calm, yet clear. Unbelievably calm, in fact.
それは君の勘違いだ。忘れなさい。今後二度とそういう質問はしないように。
Yeah,
じゃあ。
that's the cold version of Haruki. Truly Yada, yeah. As usual, nothing really changed. I'm still my everyday usual self. Yeah. And you still want Setsuna, but you don't think she thinks that you... God damn it, that was... God damn it, okay. I talked about this. Okay, hello, editor. He reminds me of someone, but I don't know who. Yeah. I'm very curious if Haruki is going to somehow go back to Setsuna. Like, I mean, he wants to go back to her, according to like what we saw at the end of the like idol who can't sing. But I don't think that's that easy. That's not going to happen that easily. This is more complicated. So I thought like he was... Maybe I misremember. I thought like he was working at cafe. So he's working at like editors stuff. Huh. Maybe I just don't remember. You can remind me in the comments. Did he switch jobs somewhere in between? Or this is just something new? Like he quitted the cafe job and he's doing this now? Not sure. Except for I will send it to you. I prepared so you can calculate different sections separately. Yeah, okay. This guy was working like everywhere. Oh, hello! Editor 2. Probably a classmate or something? Oh, actually no. It's actually a worker here, okay. Oh, hello! Who are you? Are you important? You have Sprite. The business lady. Looks cool, like it.
この前みたいにウェブでのレビュー拾いでいいですか？明日中に全部まとめておきます。
悪い。これ2ページでレイアウト頼む。やり方はバックナンバー参考。
You look like...
約束の時間過ぎてる。
You look like you believing in aliens.
帰ってもいいですけど、わからないことを聞くと思うんで、携帯オフにしないでくださいよね。
ごめん、メールにしといて。
Wow.
了解。
Okay. 9:15 p.m. Kaosha building, third floor, editing department of the Kaiograph magazine. Today's second job, progressing as planned. So that's not how he usually behaves? Okay. Guys, they're using Windows XP. This bar is from Windows XP. I had the same. They have Windows XP background. Kinda. A massive magazine publisher with over 20 different departments.
なんか彼女から別れ話切り出されてるみたいで、今 が同部とか
Oh wow. Damn. Even though I start work at 6 p.m, I can easily spend 7 or 8 hours here. A fact that both myself and the company appreciate it.
だからって仕上げバイトに振って大丈夫なのかな。俺を週明けなのに。
Yeah, I have a feeling like I should reduce music and maybe increase the volume of voices. But I will do this for the next recording. At any rate, by showing up 3 to 4 times a week, I gain the reward of earning enough money to pay my rent with some to spare, and the workload that's more than enough to kill someone.
できなければ連絡入れますから。厳しかったら浜田さんに相談すると。
Both after-mentioned benefits are essentials to me, so it's an important part-time job for me that I don't intend to resign from anytime soon.
俺だっていっぱいいっぱいだっての。今月自分の企画3つも抱えてるんだぞ。エルフなら松岡か鈴木に。
Matsuoka or Suzuki, there's a lot of new characters. Also, when did your name show up? Wait, Hamada. Wait, we got your name. When? I didn't register that. Wait, what? When did I call him Hamada? Hamada-san. Okay, here. Okay, Haruki said this. Okay, that's a lot of new characters.
いや今忙しくない人いないっしょ。
Matsuoka, so this is Matsuka. Okay.
あえて一人
And Suzuki, okay.
デスク
わかりました。では田中デスクに相談することにします。すいません、田中さん。
待て待て待て待て。どうしてそう冗談が通じないんだお前は。
冗談だったんですか？じゃあ俺は木崎さんの記事を落としそうになったら一体誰に相談を？
いやだからな北原、もうちょっとネタにネタらしく反応しろというか、いや本当はわざとやってるよな。
ここでほのぼの笑ってるだけで落ちなくなるならいくらでも腹抱えてみせますけど。
Wow.
北原くんってさ、バイトの中じゃ冗談みたいに仕事できるけど、本物の冗談の方は全然笑えないよね。
やっぱり上司の教育に問題があったんじゃ。
His superiors training him as I thought. Okay.
へえ。
Oh, wow. Hello, lady.
散々な言いようね。
There's a lot of new characters. Am I sitting on ground or something? Why is she so high up?
あ、お帰りなさい。
Who are you?
マリさん。
Mari, okay.
あ、じゃあ今週海外取材だったはずじゃ。
From the looks of it, it seems that everyone was so busy messing with me that they were ambushed from behind.
1時間前に成田に着いたって連絡ありました。けどまさか今日こっちに出すとは。
そういう肝心なことは早く言えよ北原。
Her hands on her hips, her tall, dignified appearance and terrifying presence is enough to make not only part-timers, but also official employees shudder in fear.
あ、マリさん、私たちが勝手に言いつけてるんじゃないからね。北原くんの方からなんか仕事ないですか？
Okay.
そうそう。暇なやつを遊ぶ余裕はうちにはないですよね。立ってるやつは社長でも使えという社訓が。
She's not all that much older than the others around me though. A young employee in her own words.
どうなの？北原。
Just like that, her intimidating gaze falls upon me.
頼まれた仕事は一昨日で全部片付いたので。
Okay. Kazuoka Mari of Kaishu Kyograph Editing Department and my current direct superior.
指示を出すのは私のはずでしょ？勝手に他の部員から仕事もらうなんて何と言ったか覚えてる？
I said I will like reduce the audio of song, like soundtrack, in the next episode and stuff, but I'm probably going to split audio regardless during the editing and reduce audio of like music, just music, like artificially in the editing, because I have a feeling like you barely can hear anything they say. At least that's kind of issue for me as well. I will see like later, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Will take longer to like actually edit this out, but probably better idea. We'll see.
こっちも生活がありますし。
そんなこと言う学生バイト初めて。
Wow.
何度も言ってるでしょ。そんなにいつも根詰めて頑張り続けてたら。
それより出張どうでした？ロンドンでしたっけ？
Yeah, Haruki avoiding topic.
ヨーロッパ
Of
に
course.
一国で住むはずがないでしょ。5日で8カ国回ったわよ。
何取材してきたんだよ。
ハーゲン監督の新作試写会にインタビュー。
Movie preview.
発表会にフランスのアニメフェア。あと気候分のためにいろいろな観光地。
Anime fair, okay. Along with written journal entries, okay.
それ完全に編集分
仕方ないでしょ。経費節約のためよ。ちゃんと各編集部に掛け合って取材費せしめてきたし。どうさ北原くんが他の部員にまで仕事もらいに行く理由ってもっと根源的なところにあるとか思いません？
Yeah, pretty much. There is a reason. It was the first time I met such a frightening workaholic in my entire career.
すいませんでした。勝手な真似をしてしまって。
Okay.
もういい。今度から気をつけるようにね。
Okay. She have the same eyes as the... What was her name? Izuka from the beginning? She have the same eye color. Are they related somehow? Izuka's bigger though. Good job. Counter coffee. Wada. Air sweat. What? I'm looking if I should know some references of the background. Ah. Anyway, office ladies, cool. Just be more careful, okay. As always, Mari-san has a short fuse, but she doesn't stay angry for too long. After chugging down a can of cold black coffee, she's back to her usual self.
今までの3倍の仕事をあげるから、それで我慢しなさい。
Jesus!
どうも。
That's the end of that, right?
なんてね。宿題いっぱい持ち帰ったから手伝って。インタビュー記事なんか全部で4カ国語あるから。
In 4 languages? Holy shit.
英語とフランス語以外はできません。あるいは倍以上の時間がかかります。他の人に振る方が効率的ですよ。
仕事を受けまくるくせに。
Wow, this face. I love this face.
できないことはきっちり分けられるか。雑用だけならもう3年目レベルね。
Okay. There's something called jobs, you know, the level of the first. Yeah,
雑
okay.
用って年数を経るごとに減る仕事なんでは。
けどやっぱりもう一度だけ忠告。北原、あんたバイトのくせに働きすぎよ。
マリさんの下についたからだと思うんですが。
I can't believe I'm hearing this from someone who's increased my workload 3 folds just a minute ago.
人事の同期に聞いたんだけど、あんた面接の時に一番無茶な仕事を振る人の下につけてくださいって言ったそうね。
Okay.
その方が仕事を早く覚えられるかなと。
Yeah, and also take off some thoughts out of your mind. Just like you did some stuff in the introduction chapter at night when you did not wanted to think about certain stuff and got tired fast.
北原、あんたどれだけ M なのよ。
In that case, I guess the fact that they made me your subordinate makes you a huge sadist.
経験積みたくてそうお願いしました。就職、出版社狙ってるんですよ。
Okay.
それだけ？
当たり前です。たかがバイトですよ、俺は。
私にはあんたがわざと自滅型の人生を歩んでるようにしか見えないけどね。かすった？
マリさんだって
かすったんだ。
俺以上に自分を追い込んでるように見えますが。
私はきっちり経験を積んで無茶できるラインをちゃんとわきまえて無茶してる。
そうなんですか。
ただそのボーダーラインが高すぎるから周りには心配されるけどね。
Yeah, makes sense.
さりげなく自慢ですか。
I don't enjoy her trying to analyze me at all. Truth be told, I'd like her to stop. But it's certainly true that she has way more experience in life than I do. As I throw away my can into the recycle bin in the resignation, I attempt to cynically run back into the editing department.
あと仕事持ち帰るのも禁止。
あ
Huh.
あ、そっちもバレてましたか。さりげなくやってたつもりだったんですけどね。
I mean, I guess it's normal, like, for like, you know, your boss, I guess, like, she's adult, like, caring about, like, your well-being, basically. Like, you are, like, overworking yourself as a student. Like, it makes sense what she's doing here. I like it. Like, there's, like, no, you know, any hidden intentions. It's just, like, you know, shouldn't just, like, keep working 24/7 as a student. Like, god fucking damn it. Even as I'm about to leave, Marisa seems to be a lot more nitpicky than usual today.
とかコンプライアンスとか今はそういうややこしい理屈は覚えなくてもいい。
Uh-huh.
はい。
だいたい持ち帰ってもバイト代増えないわよ。時給制なんだから。
その代わり信頼は増えます。次はもっと質の高い仕事を回してくれるかも。
Haruki.
だからお前はバイトなんだってば。
それに
ん？
家に帰っても勉強くらいしかやることないですし。
天下の坊ちゃん大の学生が寂しいこと言うな。合コンとかサークルとかあるだろう、出会いが。
北条大生にだっていろいろいるんですよ。俺みたいに無趣味で退屈な人間とか。
そうなの？
そうです。
うん。
It doesn't come across as too gloomy. Even the usual from usually fear Marisan looks a bit taken back.
まあ頑張って。あ、いや、あまり頑張りすぎない程度にだけど。
どっちなんですか？
ああ、そうだ。ほら、飲み。
Good present.
何ですかこれ？
Chilly souvenir doll keychain that you could probably find in a souvenir shop anywhere around the world. It wouldn't make the recipient particularly happy or disappointed. It's just a plain handkerchief
気
gift.
にしないで。単なる嫌がらせだから。
嫌がらせなら
Okay.
気にさせた方が目的達成なのでは？
Well, as long as I overlook the fact that the person who made this has incredibly poor taste.
パワハラだと思ったら断ってもいいけど。
I'm sure that when she found this thing, she was imagining how speechless the recipient would be while cracking a grin. Yeah, just like the expression she has on her face right now.
まさかありがたくいただきますよ。
I once treasured it too
何も
much.
しませんけど。
Wow, you didn't have to add this line. If I remember correctly, I know a person who likes these kind of things, of weird things.
いいわよ。肌身離さず持たれて。
Who?
かえって不気味だし。
The new girl that we saw in the beginning? To be... yeah, okay. Really, why did she even buy this kind of thing in the first place?
今日は俺この辺で失礼します。あまり働きすぎるなって。
だからその
Okay.
資料は置いていけ。持ち帰るなと釘を刺したばかりだ。
Nice. Nice. Okay. Getting back to... Oh, we are living in... Is this the same room or not? Did we saw Haruki room? I don't remember. Is this a new place? Did he change places? I'm not sure. Also, I just thought about this. I didn't thought about this like before for a while, but he should still have the ring with Setsuna name on it, right? It was like in his old place, I think. This is new place. Okay. He definitely have this ring still here. So when he actually comes up with his mind, he can like take it out actually to give Setsuna. Or maybe Setsuna is going to find it. I'm very curious how it will go. It's 2 AM. After burning through all my energy, I collapsed at the bed as soon as I got home, just as I planned. Staring at the familiar ceiling, I've been staring at for the past 3 years since I moved in. The white light indifferently greeted my return as usual. Also, apparently, I will learn later why Setsuna has been lying to her parents in the digital novel that we read before this. Apparently, I will get to know this later. I'm very curious about that whole situation with Setsuna and her parents. Why she's been so adamant about everything there. I mean, like I said before, like she probably didn't want to vocalize what she thought, to not make it real, but like real, like for herself, but maybe there was something more. Or I just don't remember exactly the comment about this. Maybe, not sure real. I've been saying it for the past 3 years since I moved in. The white light indefinitely greeted my return as usual. Also, I can't see shit, so 1 second. Oh, much better. My eyes. One can't bother me in here. That's like my own personal castle. It's an apartment that can even separate me from my mother. Might as well have been the air to begin with. Yeah, pretty much. A clean apartment, one I've always longed for. Just a 10-minute walk from Minami Setsuyu Station and only half-hour train ride from my old house. Okay. That is 80,000 yen. Even though I work such a long hours every day, more than half of what I earn is spent on this place. Is that a lot actually for Japanese standards? I don't know. I think it's a lot. Or no, this is probably cheap, I think, right? I don't know how it is, like prices for Japan. Also, this is monthly or year like a year? I think it's month, right? Per month. Actually, amount. Okay. Hearing that, most people I know will be surprised and wonder why I'm not living with my parents. The way I see it, now that I'm finally capable of living independently, it's actually harder to find a valid reason to live with them. There are people who say that living alone in the apartment is too luxurious for the university student, even if it's just a studio apartment. But since I'm able to live in a place that I rent with my own hard-earned money, I couldn't care less about what other people think. I'm still relying on my parents to pay for my tuition, but I plan on repaying them in full after I get a real job. After all, after all that's taken care of, I will be able to truly call myself merely an independent man named Kitahara Haruki. He said he worked to pay for the rent. Oh, I missed that. Let's go out for a drink this Saturday. It's at the Onjuku station at 6 o'clock. Even if you are dying. Yeah. Even now, Takia texts me around 3 times a week. although he tries to call once in a while. I have classes in the morning and work from afternoon till midnight, so the schedules simply don't match. But the fact that he still contacts me frequently like this makes him a great friend of mine. The best friend, in fact. He told that to the other guy that he punched at the end of the digital novel. We know that you think of him as the best friend. Even if I take into account the fact that he's still a massive playboy. Still.
そうしん
Sorry, I've got plans to die at my job again this Saturday. Thanks for the invite though, bye. Of course. I really accept the invitations to hang out with him these days. Yeah. Like, Takaya and Io mostly hung out with Setsuna at this point. As I decided, I can't keep my eyes open for any longer. Fatigue soon envelops my entire body, but it feels so pleasant. The reason why I can no longer move isn't because of physical fatigue, but rather because my brain is too tired to even think.
おやすみ
Yeah, and that's what he wants. He wants to be too tired to think. Alarm sets to 5 AM. I will take a shower as soon as I wake up, and then start reviewing for the classes during breakfast. If I'm lucky enough to have spare time, I will continue on to work I smuggled back last night. Jesus. Right when I'm about to enter the work mode, I always have to leave for my first class. Hopefully tomorrow will be as busy as today, because these busy days are the most enjoyable to me. Yeah, we know. As I pray for that in my heart, I drift off into sleep, slowly but hastily. Sinking to sleep into a deep sleep in which I won't even dream. Oh, we have dates! 11/25. 25th.
本当にいいの？こんな可愛いのもらっちゃって。
Yeah, see? I guessed right, like he's going to give this keychain to her. Okay. So, she's probably the girl that went out of the building with, like, clinging to Haruki's hand. I think that was this. Like, when they were, like, going to drink together, basically. And Haruki was like, I paid for your drinks or something, I don't remember exactly. But Setsuna saw this and thought, like, they dating or something. It was like, I think in the first part of the Idol Who Can't Sing, or maybe second part, like 2 years later. I'm not remember when exactly. I think it was in the 2 years later part, but not sure. Anyway, that's it for this episode. We started the last chapter of the White Album 2. It's cool. I'm glad that I recorded stuff before this, because we have some new little bits of information about Haruki, Setsuna, everything that's happening here. And yeah, I'm very curious what is going to happen next. We have a lot of new characters to remember. I really like her, Chiaki, or what was her name? Izumi? Maybe? Anyway, I will still probably need some time to remember their names. But yeah, cool characters. Like it so far. Thank you for watching. Comments are yours. And yeah, I'll see you next one. So click that like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes here. And I will see you in the next one. Yeah, I'm out of coffee and water, so I'm done recording. Thank you, see you next one.